This is Daily Race B at Kyoto Driving Park in the Group 3 cars. Now the Pigeon still has a little bit of bird flu, but we're getting better. This week's alien is a Carrazza in the M6 GT3 with a 131.933. Now the M6 does seem to be the meta car for this race. Now for the first corner we're braking just after the 50 meter board. We want to get right onto the curb on the inside, pretty much or almost one tyre on the grass, and that's third gear at 99 miles an hour. You just want to manage your speed but stay tight to that inside corner. We can go flat out through the S's here. You want to just clip each curb just to make sure you can keep the speed and stay on track. And then we get up to the straight here, up to the long hairpin. So we want to be braking just here under the 50 meter board this time, and we're only putting about 50%, 40% brakes on. We're fourth gear at 117 miles an hour. Again, you want to ride that curb on the inside quite close, almost over the grass, but just be careful you don't clip it because it will unsettle the car. Now coming down the hill, this is a bit of a hard braking zone to figure out, but we're braking at about 135, 140 meters, and we're really cutting over all of these curbs here, going over the grass as well. And you want to get you want to keep your tyres on the concrete part of the curb, otherwise you will get a penalty. Now we want to be braking here at the end of this R. We want to get into first gear for rotation, again keeping it close to the inside curb. We're not going so far over it this time, and that is 48 miles an hour in first gear. Now we want to take the right hander and we want to brake just at the end of the red and white on the curb, and we want to cut that left hander a little bit and then accelerate out, and that's third gear at 91 miles an hour. And then just here on the last corner we want to brake just before these marshals on the left. We want to get into first gear for rotation but out in second gear, and that's about 63 miles an hour for that corner, and then we're just flat out to the finish line. And that is a 131.933. Now here is the cheat sheet. There are about 6 braking zones, so only 3 sort of little sectors for this track, and there's the gearing and speeds, apex speeds on that one. This is only a 5-lap race, so it's quite a short one, and it's on the racing mediums. And yeah, the M6 is the meta car. But if you like and subscribe and comment your times, it's great to see what you guys are doing. And if you turn your notifications on, you'll get videos like this in the future. Now, just onto my lap. I did about 4 laps of the track at the beginning of the week, and I managed about a 134 something or other. Now, I've been putting more of my time into Daily Race C this week, and I have managed to get that down to a 2 minute and 800ths of a second, which I'm pretty pleased with. But I think if I was to have a crack at this track a little bit more, I could probably get it down to hopefully a 132, I would say, with a bit more practice. This is quite a challenging track. I think that downhill braking zone just after this particular corner is probably the harder corner to get right. I do clip a little bit of the grass there, but do manage to keep control of the car. Now, as you'll see, and as I say, this is the harder one. I think finding your braking zone is quite difficult. I brake really late into this one and have to slow the car down quite a lot more than I should do or needed to. So getting that corner right is going to be one of the sort of time, well, if you get it wrong, it's a real time drain for your lap. I go really deep on this corner. Again, that's a lot of time wasted here. Now, getting your practice right for these races is really quite important. You shouldn't just do lap after lap after lap. You do want to go into the data logger, and you do want to go onto your own Ghost and just see sort of where you're losing time and where you can gain time on the next attempt. The best thing to do is to just try and focus on a couple of corners at a time and just try and make sure you get those right, and keep sort of just going around until you get a better time. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and stay cool.